Ladies and gentlemen, it's so easy for traders to get chopped up in the market, especially in the current environment. So, normally during this time, I just do coffee time with the members of our service in the Newsbeat live room, and I drink my coffee and we discuss the market and any questions they want to discuss. But today I was hoping to do something good for you guys. I wanted to actually see if if I could bring some value to you, if I could bring some value to you through the markets here. And that was my goal. That has always been my goal. I want to help you guys succeed. So I put together a little simple strategy which will hopefully help you regain your confidence. Again, I think there's a huge negative connotation with people when they sort of step back in whatever. Do you know how many times NBA players they go back to the G League? And if you don't know what the G League is, it's basically a place where these players a lot of times get paid like 20, $30,000 to play, just sub-professional basketball at like the highest level -1 is what the G League is, and a lot of those players get drafted into NBA contracts, etc., and they try hard there. You know, a lot of times traders just need their confidence back. I mean, it's a psychological aspect to trading to get back to everything that you've done. So instead of just trying to tag you with something, even inexpensive for a simple strategy, I hope I can bring you value today. Of course, you're agreeing to this disclaimer. I'm not an investment advisor. I'm not I don't know, broker. Don't take anything I say. Don't pretend that I'm overqualified for anything here. All right? Just a normal person trying to help you. So what I did today was I put together a cute little strategy for you guys, and I want to share that strategy with you today. It's absolutely free, and the first and last time you'll hear it. If you're interested in T3 Live's largest, most consistently profitable trading room, there are links in the description if you're interested in joining us. Um, with that being said, let's go ahead and help you. So let's talk about the strategy I put together for you this morning. We're going to talk about a VWAP 5-minute bounce. We're going to show you exactly how to do it from step A to step Z. It's simple. And if you can actually, and you'll notice even on the bottom, a lot of times they give these little quotes like, if you look at the bottom right of your screen, master the markets through simplicity. Yes, I understand that the market can be infinitely complex. I get it. I get it. You can make the market as hard as you need to be. You can make the market so difficult if you want, so difficult if you want that, you know, look at all the educations out there, the mentorships, I'll teach you everything. It's nonsense. Think about it like think about it like this. Do you ever go to college and learn everything? What would you like to major in? Everything. I want to learn it all. I want to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, pharmacist, this, that, healthcare worker. I want to do everything. Professional airplane pilot. I want to do everything. Who does that shit? But do you realize what they could charge you if you came in with that mentality that you wanted to learn everything that they had to teach you? Oh, they could slap on a pretty hefty price tag. That is the whole point of mentorships and expensive educational products. The truth is, a lot of them fizzle out, and what they do is with a lot of these educational courses is you have people who give the testimonials of how did you like the course? Oh, I'm confident, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, but you know what they really should do on all those educational courses? Take those testimonials 12 months later after you take a course. 12 months later. Go a year out. Let me hear where you struggled. Let me show me how you succeeded by utilizing the information in front of you. Can you do that? No? Oh. So I do believe in giving this education for free. I do believe in helping people. I do believe that if I help you, that you're going to want to learn the dozens of other things that I do that are simple as well. But allow me to extend my hand out first. So this is what we're going to do here. We're going to talk about the VWAP 5-minute bounce. I'm not sure why Google Slides really feels 9:35 a.m. is not a thing. Maybe I just have to put a space. There we go. Thought they were attached. Okay. And they're pretty simple rules here, and I'm going to go through them with you and show you exactly how to set it up. I mean, it's pretty simple. You're going to watch a 5-minute chart. We're going to wait till 9:35 a.m. That's when the first 5-minute bar closes. Take note if the first 5-minute bar closed above or below the VWAP. Then we have to, step 3 is you have to just make sure the VWAP test. After it tests, you're pretty much, if it gapped, if the first 5-minute bar was below the VWAP, you're going to go short the next time a 5-minute low breaks, any prior 5-minute low. If the 5-minute chart closed above the VWAP, you're going to make sure you're going to go long through any prior 5-minute bars. Step 6 is basically, don't underestimate step 6. It's telling you to log off. Make sure you only apply this for the first time this happens. Now, why is it important to log off? Why? Because you need to know what it feels like to close a green day. A lot of traders, they're just not used to closing green days. It's disgusting. And of course you have no confidence. What do you think? I'm going to tell you to set your rules, to create a trading journal. Trading journals are bullshit. They don't work. Not for the masses. I don't give a shit if you find a group of 3 schmucks who are able to make money in the market and say, "Oh, what do you do? I do a trading journal." You know what? You want to know what else successful traders do? They drink water. What else do? They take a crap in the morning. But not everyone who takes a crap in the morning becomes a successful trader. Trading journals are bullshit. They don't work. Proof? Most traders fail. You thought I was here to sugarcoat you this morning and put some marshmallows around you and make them all nice and toasty. No. I want to give you free information. I want to penetrate it through your head. I want you to become a successful trader. And there's no strings attached. So let's go ahead. I haven't gone through these yet, but I just started off my chart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just share with you the tweet that I gave the room of the 9 stocks I was watching: Tesla, Amazon, Baba, Boeing, and Square. We'll do the first 5 names just for example. I haven't gone through them. I'm sure some of them might not work. I'm sure some of them will. On the majority of names and my own due diligence that I have done, this strategy is amazing, and you're going to absolutely love it. You're going to love it. So, for the sakes of this experiment, I'm going to do Tesla, Amazon, Baba, Boeing, and Square. All right? 5 small names that nobody's ever heard of. We're talking real companies, right? Trillion-dollar companies, companies worth hundreds of billions. You get the picture. Okay? So, how do you start? Well, the first thing you do is step 1 is you have to be on a 5-minute chart. Use real-time data. Don't be one of those people who don't use real-time data. You know how many times people have come to me and said, "Mark, can't believe it. You really like I was using delayed quotes this whole time." You're crazy. You want to use delayed quotes this whole time. You're crazy. You need to use up-to-date live quotes. All right? After you have the 5-minute chart, step 2 is to get a VWAP. Now, I use Free Stock Chart slash TC2000. They're identical platforms. I pay for both of them. This is what you do. I don't know what the VWAP is set for on your charting system. I can't tell you what the parameters are for VWAP, and I'll show you exactly why, not because I don't want to tell you. I don't know how they calculate it, but I could show you exactly the charting platform I'm using, which is very important to talk about you know, because your VWAP might not look like my VWAP. So I literally hit this little, you see this on the top left, there's a little green plus there. I left click it once, and I just scroll to the bottom. On the bottom here, if you could see, there's something that says VWAP. I click it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Now you see this little orange line on the chart? That is my VWAP. Okay, all right. So this was the last candle from yesterday on Amazon, and this is the first candle of Friday from 9:30 to 9:35 a.m. So I said I would start with Tesla, Amazon, Baba, Boeing, and Square, right? So let's take a look, see how they would have worked. Maybe some will fail. That's okay too. I'm not claiming this strategy is 100%, but I'm trying to show you an easy way in which you can make money, potentially close the day green, and move on with your life as a trader. Don't overtrade, log off. I don't care. Maybe you'll be bored as shit. Maybe you'll be sitting there at home after you lock in the money like, oh my God, I've watched everything on Netflix. I've watched everything on HBO Max. Ding, shameless plug. They have The Matrix. I really don't care what you do with your time. The whole point of this exercise is to try to help you make money. So we're starting with Tesla. This is the first 5 minute bar. Okay. Tesla opened up, and this is from Friday. I'm not, again, I'm not cherry picking anything here. I haven't gone through these examples yet myself, so I'm sure some of them are going to fail, but I don't care. I'm not here to try to paint a picture of everything I touch turns to gold. I'm trying to show you a strategy, how it works, hopefully some winning parts and hopefully some losing parts so you see the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right, so right over here, we gap down on Tesla, right? We gap down on Tesla. So we wait for the first step one, watch a 5 minute chart and wait till 9:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, just so we're clear. People watching from all around the world. Right over here, the 5 minute bar closed below the VWAP. You see this orange line here on top? This 5 minute bar closed below it. That's it. That's it. You already have step one and two. All you did was sit on your hands for 5 minutes and not do an effing thing. That's all you had to do. Next, step three. Make sure the VWAP tests. What does test mean? It doesn't mean they're trying to show them, uh, what is that math called again? That horrible math they're trying to teach our children these days because, we want our children to be mathematical imbeciles these days. What, Common Core, is that it? Common Core math, right? So make sure the VWAP tests. Meaning right over here. It tests. You could left click it. You'll see if it's hard to see in the top left box. You can see it went through it for the first time. That's it. Doesn't matter if the bar closes red, green, doesn't matter at that point. It tested right over here. The rules are very simple. Take them literally. Now, we obviously are not doing step four and five. Step four was if the first 5 minute bar closed below the VWAP, short through the test of any prior 5 minute low. If it closed above, then we would do step five. Then we would do step five. But since we didn't close above the VWAP, we closed below as we noted early, we're only going to do step four. So allow me to demonstrate what exactly happens here. So right over here, I'm going to spell it out for you. So here's step one. Whoa. Um, whoops. Let me get that back for you. Okay. Just trying to draw on it. There we go. All right, so right over here we have step one. We'll call it step one, right? Step one, we close, again, 5 minute bar. We waited, it closed, we saw what happened. It closed below the VWAP. Step two, it tested here. Step two on this candle, right over here, the VWAP tested, right? Step two, VWAP tested. Step two, the VWAP is tested. Beautiful, right? Now, that was step two. Actually, that was step three, step two and three, whatever. That's the next step in the entire equation. Next, you want to make sure the prior 5 minute bar breaks right over here. So on this third candle, right over here, you short through the test of the prior 5 minute low. Okay? And this would, of course, be step three. Okay? Step three, right over there. You short, and I know I typoed through. You try to short Thraga the test of the prior 5-minute low. And right over here is that test. So tell me, Mark, I have a small account. I don't, I'm not going to short Tesla shares, Mark. That's crazy talk. Now, keep in mind, there are people with micro-sized accounts. Micro-sized accounts who can do this with option puts. You can do it with common stock as well. You could do it with other names. These are the names I prefer because you get the bigger movement in a Tesla as opposed to a Cisco. So yes, the type of name you trade matters, but the strategy remains clear. I'm not going to cherry pick some little shit small cap companies to try to prove a point to you. I'm not going to cherry pick and try to delete all the losing examples here because I don't care. I have nothing to prove. I'm here just trying to help you. I'm not here trying to pitch you. See the difference? So, just so we're clear, how much money do you think you could have made on a move like this? I'm going to give a little bit of a guess here. First of all, it tested 645.10 here and flushed to 632.63. Tesla dropped 12 and a half points, or $12.47 if you want to be exact. It dropped over 12 points in 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. On a Friday with option puts, I'm going to take a random guess. I would say that if you threw $5 puts out of the money, maybe you take two of them. You throw $1,000 worth of risk. And by the way, anything can happen. I would never lose anything remotely to $1,000. Anything. Because here's the point where I start telling you, oh well, you can have your stop at the top of this candle here, but that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You need to get paid right away. And you know what? Catching 12 points, that's also bullshit. You're not catching 12 points on that shit because as soon as you're up 2, 3 points, your tail is going to be wagging like you wouldn't believe. So yeah, maybe 1,000, maybe a $2,000 bet worth of options, meaning you have $2,000 in your account like that. Yeah, maybe if I held that perfectly for that whole 5 minutes, which believe me, feels like a lifetime for some people, and I get that. I'm not pretending that you have the holding power. I'm not pretending this diamond hand nonsense where, you could hold something forever. You know what diamond hands are? You know what they should translate diamond hands to? Diamond hand should translate to zero brain cells. Zero brain cells. I buy and I hold. You'll never take away my shares. You're you're a day trader. You trade. Oh, because for a moment there I thought you were just buying and refusing to sell it because you had diamond hands. On a play like that, somebody like me, I'll take, 10, 20 call put options. Somebody like me can make 6 to 10 grand. Yeah, had I held it uh perfectly and watched it bounce, maybe I'd make 40 to 60,000 on a trade like that. But I'm not talking me. I'm talking small fish. Let's say you took one option put. You spent 500 bucks. Remember, it's going against you. It's this. Options have risk. I know. Everybody says options risk. Maybe you're shorting shares. I don't know. I'm saying, what do you think you could? I can't tell you. What do you think you could have made by shorting there on a 12-point drop in 5 minutes on Tesla? What do you think you could have made? One option contract, I probably would have made 200 bucks. Modest. I would have, and That's me predicting that I'm making like 15% of the move of that huge move. I'm not even saying I'm catching half of it. I'm not making stories up here. I'm saying you want to lock in the money, you want to move on with your life. Get it? That's Tesla. Now I have to look dumb because I'm sure all the next ones are going to fail, or maybe not. Let's find out. Amazon. All right. So this is Amazon. Um, okay, here's how Amazon works. And just keep in mind, I just want to point out, I'm not holding this thing to see it go even lower. I'm not pretending like you shorted 645 and you caught this 20-point move all the way down to the bottom in a matter of, what is that, 30 minutes. I'm not insinuating that. I'm saying even if Tesla skyrocketed to the moon, plummeted another 100 points, your trade was already done on this bar. You're done with one bar. That's why I didn't talk about the next bar or the next bar, the next bar. You're done with one bar. It's simple. It's easy. You move on. You take whatever trade, whatever happens, you move on. Amazon. Okay. Following the steps. Here's the first 5 minute bar of Amazon on Friday. Um, okay. It ended up, the first 5 minute bar closed below this VWAP here. Below it. You see? It's below. Second bar hits right over here. Do you want me to show you how it works? Yeah, I'll draw it out for you because a strategy like this will change your life. A strategy like this can change your life as a trader. It could take everything you have learned in the past and make it irrelevant comparatively. So I know what I'm doing here. I know the power of what I'm showing you. Here's the first bar. We'll call this step 1 and 2 to be, um, more in line with you're watching the 5 minute bar, waiting for it to close. You're taking note if it was above or below the VWAP. Okay, so this one was below. You waited for it to close. And right over here would be officially step 3 on this bar because the VWAP tested. So step 3, VWAP tested, right? Step 3, VWAP tested. After that, you're waiting for the next time a 5 minute bar breaks the prior low, and that just happened to be right over here. This was the prior low, and on this candle, you see that tail, even though it bounced and closed strong. What I'm saying is that's okay. Your trade is done. Let's see what actually could have happened here. And this is what we're going to talk about. So on this bar, that's where this bar, the prior 5 minute broke. Prior 5 minute low, we'll call it tested, broke, hit for the first time. You could, I want to use, I'm trying to use multiple ways of discussing it with you so that it resonates with you. So, yes, this is Amazon. I have no interest in shorting Amazon shares. Puts all day and night for me. So Amazon was at $3,021.78 and it dropped to $3,016.63. That's a $5.15 move in Amazon. There's no way in my head somebody like me will not catch 2 points on that. And for me, I'll take 5 option contracts on something like that and I'll make a grand real quickly. Real quickly. And you know what? And if you sat there and you held it, it would have gone against you. Unlike the Tesla that went with you. But first bar every time. We're only talking about the first bar. Next, Alibaba. Oh, this is a good example. Alibaba happened to close above the VWAP for the first time. Here's it gapped up for the day. This one closed above the VWAP for the first time. You see that? It's basically that's step 1 and 2. I know it's so complex. You have to literally just sit on your hands and do nothing and just look. That's it. If you were doing it through stocks, you could literally set a buy stop or a buy short or a buy stop or a short stop, no baseball pun intended, through the prior candle and have the trade just go execute automatically. There's nothing wrong with that for what I do either. Again, I can't tell you what to do. I'm just spelling out possibilities here. So let's even discuss that aspect. All right, so here, step 1 and 2, and then I'll share an email with you that came in, which I think is inspirational. Step 1 and 2, right? VWAP closes above. We're only looking to go. The first 5 minute bar closes above the VWAP. We're only looking to go long. We're not shorting this. Make sense? Right over here, the VWAP test for the first time. VWAP test. So we're waiting for this bar to close. VWAP test. And then after it tests, we're waiting for the prior 5 minute high to test. So on this red bar right over here, you might be putting a buy stop at where that yellow line is. And it never goes through. And then when this bar closes, you're putting another buy stop. You're changing your buy stop to the high of this yellow bar. And that doesn't go through. So then you're changing your buy stop to the top of this yellow bar, of this bar. After this green bar opens, you just keep reducing where you're buying because it never goes. So you keeps changing every 5 minutes until it happens for the first time. Right over here, it doesn't happen. Oh, now it happens on the next one. So you're buying BABA through there. Okay. So you literally had a buy stop at 239.60. It goes up, it triggers on, and you could do it manually. I'm just showing you both sides of the table. If goes through 239.60, goes to $240.44. Now, somebody like me, when you're going through 239.60, I'm looking for that break of 240. That's one of the things that um, are very, very important. So just keep that in mind. How we change lives through simple strategies. Something like Baba, I'm going to be a lot heavier in the call options, but I don't want to talk about me. Let's talk about you. You know, you have a proprietary account over here at T3. You take 500 shares of Baba, 1,000 shares. They give you 250,000 buying power because you threw some money, and they're giving you the buying power. And you're like, oh my God, I'm going to hemorrhage my ass off unless I really make money in this account. They're giving you the buying power. This is how I exploit the buying power to make a win-win situation for everyone. Right over here, you buy through 239.60, take 1,000 shares. Stock goes up through the hole. You make your $400-500. Snap. Day over. Day over. I'm going to show you something of how what we do here as a whole, how it's life changing. I just got an email from somebody in the room today. Somebody in the room just said this morning as I was, minutes before I came on here. He said, "Hello, Mark. My first year completed today in the room. $350,000 in a year. You changed mine and my family's life forever. Thank you very much." And I asked him to write an email so I could share it with you guys. So I'm just blacking out his name right now. So one moment, right over here. Check this out. Thanks for changing my life. And this was literally written to me this morning, 10:24 a.m. 10:24 a.m. this morning. And he says, "I am forwarding the email I wrote at the end of last year as it documented my journey so far. This year I'm up 150,000 so far. I am on a losing streak this month, but your fireside chat last week helped me heal a lot this weekend, and I will scale down and turn things around this week. Thanks for all you do for us. You in this room is the best thing that has happened to me. You're the best mentor, not only for trading, but also for life. I've donated $12,000 so far this year and hope to do a lot more." And this is him fulfilling my purpose now. See, this means so much to me here, this part right here, because that is why I do what I do. This is why I run this room. This is why I'm so big on helping. You might be, why are you helping me for free this morning? Why are you showing me this cool strategy? It's great because this, because of that. Because people are going to come in. There's only so much I can do for a charity. I won't be able to do a lot for a charity. I'm a small grain of sand on the beach. But if I help hundreds, thousand people make money, now all of a sudden, when we give to charity, we make a difference in the world. Okay? And yes, mentorships come with the service. Being some people call me a mentor here because I go above and beyond for people without nickel and diming them every time they turn their head in a different direction. Okay? Let's go back to the strategy. Appreciate it. This little strategy here, that's it. So what do you do for the rest of the day, Mark? I don't know. Pick your nose, smash your face against the concrete, have a green trading day. All right, so I gave you three so far. I told you I'd give you four. Let me go back and look at my tweet. All right, so we'll give you Boeing and squared. And again, I'm sure, I'm sure, some won't work here or whatever. Um, but let's take a look. And I know I feel like it would appear I'm cherry picking when I show you strategies that are actually effective, but I'm not. I don't mind showing you failing examples of my strategy. I'm just picking the names that I choose on the chart last, and I pick names, every single trading day, 5 days a week. Boeing, very simple. Look over here. Here, step one, we close below the VWAP because we can see the VWAP is over here. First 5 minute bar closes, you're below it. Next, you have to wait for the VWAP to test. And look at this baby right over there. It tests for the first time. Right over there. You see that? See right over there how it tests? So what do? You're trying to short because it got below the VWAP. See? Like step 4 says, if the first 5 minute bar closed below the VWAP, short through the test of any prior 5 minute bar low. But remember, make sure you only apply this for the first time this happens. So you're not going to do it later when a 5 minute bar breaks, whether it works or not. I can't spell it out more clearly. So test right there. The bar closes. You see these two huge red bars, and you're probably sitting there on your ass thinking, that's it. There's no way Boeing goes down. I missed the short move. My goodness, how am I going to catch this thing? Except you're following the methodology and you short through there and you hit a home run. You hit a home run right there on Boeing. One bar. I'm not even talking about, it's like that David Portnoy was like one bite, everyone knows the rules, right? This is one short trade, everyone knows the rules. And after chewing on this trade, I'd be like, not bad. Not bad, Frankie. Okay. I'm going to give this one a 9-1. 9-1. Why? Because Boeing defecated $2.70, $2.69, giggity, lower in 5 minutes. Now, am I catching $2.69? Hell no. Maybe I'll catch 50 cents, 75 cents, a dollar. Take 50 or so put options. You nail in $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 in 5 minutes. The trade's over. Maybe you're starting small and you need confidence to size up and you need to build yourself to that point. Here are the building blocks for foundation. This is how you garner your confidence back. Now imagine if you had two of these strategies that worked for you, or three, or four, or five, or 10 different strategies that we make so simple for traders to succeed. Imagine you had that. And imagine that I shared those with you just for being a member of this service. Imagine. You don't have to imagine. It's an effing fact, and I'm not going to nickel and dime you beyond that. You get them all. Okay? Real stuff that works. Now, nothing complex here. When I make these strategies, and you know what? I feel that I sometimes, and I don't know, and look, I get it. I feel like traders who are young, those young traders who like don't have a family to support, whether it's through their own kids or taking care of, elderly, whatever it is, they don't get it. They don't get it that the person they're talking to on the other side, they don't get that the person they're talking to on the other side has a family to support, has a wife out of work. They're out of work because of this COVID crisis. They don't want to deal with bullshit. They don't want to get tagged and nickeled and dimed every time they take a step. They want somebody to deliver them value. They want to get it as cheap, as easy as possible, something that can help their confidence. They want a quick fix. They want something that they can actually apply in the market that works today in today's environment. Not examples from weeks ago, not drawn examples where they draw to you how the situation should play out. Not a schmuck giving you 20 long and 20 short trades. And you know how that works, by the way? You know how that works? When somebody gives you like a bunch of long trades and a bunch of short trades, this is what I like long, here's what I like short. You know how that works? You know that's like a carnival scam. That's a carnival scam. You know that, right? The way it works is the market's going to go up or down. You're going to have it's spray and pray, exactly, lol cash. Spray and play when you're playing like Counter Strike and you have the AK-47. It's a video game, and you hold the button down. It's like pop, 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 and you're just like the gun is like the kickback in the gun. You're shooting all over the place, hoping to hit something. That's what it is. That's what it is. Because some people will be taking some of your short trades, some people will be taking some of your long trades, and some of them are going to be right. And you're going to be like, wow, this dude's a genius. So they don't really care. They're already fully accepting that a lot of you are going to get destroyed. But even if 1,000 people watch a video and 1,000 people take one of the trades, they choose a trade, they choose a setup that matches up with what they do. You have a full sense of confidence. The trade works. Do they really care that 950 of you just got middle fingered? If 50 of you succeeded, 50 of them are going to be like, wow, thank you. That's the greatest shit I've ever seen. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all my names. I'm taking all the names that I gave on Friday, and I'm not cherry picking. I'm showing you how the strategy could have played out every single time. I did promise you I would do one more. Let's go ahead and do it. Honestly, it's too easy. I mean, I happened to pick 5 names that were, um, you know, completely cherry picked. Small companies, I know nobody's ever heard of them before, like Tesla and Amazon and Alibaba and Boeing. What's Boeing and Square? Just small, little unknown companies that who knows. But we're going to give you the example here, and I'm looking at it, and I could clearly see the effing thing work. But let me draw it out for you, because guess what? You're going to come into the market on Monday, and you're going to be like a deer in headlights, and you're going to be scared, and you're not going to be knowing what the F is going on. And I'm going to show you a cute way to take a quick profit. And I just want to, oh, by the way, I do not believe in maximizing your profits. There is no such thing as cutting your losers short and letting your winners ride if you want consistency. Yes, anybody could buy a stock anywhere and say, I'm going to risk 20 cents and I'll sell it $2 higher. Stopped out, 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 stopped out. I caught it once. What do you want, a penguin golf clap? You want a cookie? Consistency matters. Don't fall for the bullshit that is flooding and plaguing Wall Street. First 5 minute bar closes. Now, this one is actually interesting because I want to spell this one out for you here. Not only does the first 5 minute bar close, but it actually looks, did it test? It's hard to see because you actually don't get it there. So, interestingly enough, it looks like it tested, but officially you could see the number of where it tested here. Either way, whether you were shorting through here or here, which was a lot better, just so we're clear, the strategy speaks for itself. The strategy speaks for itself. Whether you're shorting here or shorting here, the strategy speaks for itself. What do you think? Do you think trading needs to be difficult? Do you think you need to know everything? Do you want to be that person who goes to colleges and it's like, what do you want to major in? You just say, F it, teach it all to me. You want to know how to, you want to know how to be a nurse and a doctor and a lawyer and an airplane pilot and a police officer and a lawyer? You want to learn how to be all those things? No? You want to specialize in one thing? Interesting. Why in the trading world do we feel the need to vomit and dump 2 tons of information on somebody's head and wondering why they're struggling? You know why? Because we make more money that way. You buying a 10-hour course, a 30-hour course, a 50-hour course, 100 hours worth of service, you're going to pay more for 100 hours worth of service than, you know, the 30, 40 minutes you spent with me watching this video today. Don't get suckered in to Wall Street's nonsense. Don't get suckered in by those despicable people who do nothing but flash numbers at you and want to vomit 3 tons of information on you. It's a scam. It's despicable. And guess what? People with good intentions who want to support their family, support their lives, get suckered into that constantly. I am saying you don't have to get suckered into that constantly. You don't have to join T3 Live's #1 trading room here. You could just take this information today, make money yourself, and enjoy the video. That's it. You want to thumbs up the video? Great. If not, you just want to take the information and make money? I'm glad I can help you. I hope you guys enjoyed this show today. Happy trading, make money. We'll see you guys next time on the Newsbeat live trading broadcast. Have a wonderful evening.